Hey everybody, here we are with Nick Shabazz from Inside My
Hey,
Truck.
everybody.
He's doing the top down. I have the lovely Marilyn Monroe looking filter on my computer because it's old and the screen sucks and it's got some kind of haze over the lens that will not go away. But this is
That might be actually me. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
no, it's got it on everything. You look great. It's on mine. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Slicey. I appreciate that.
Yeah, your little LBH hands look fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. I've been moisturizing. I appreciate you noticing.
So how's it going out there?
Oh, it's going. It's going pretty good. Yeah, reasonably calm little Sunday, which I appreciate. And yeah, aside from that, just hanging out and trying to decide what I want to film today. And yeah, how about yourself? How's the truck?
It's here. It's all right. It's just kind of right now. I'm only 4 hours in. I have that much time left. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not too bad. It's just kind of I've just been sitting in my driveway where I have Wi-Fi watching Sling and YouTube. So it's basically the same as every other day. I'm just in a smaller spot at the moment.
I can see that. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It will probably be much more difficult as nightfall comes. So
yeah, it'll get a little weirder, right?
Yeah, I've already warned my neighbors that I'm not in the midst of a horrible divorce.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
just
going
a
to say.
stupid YouTuber. Because they're gonna wonder why the hell I'm in my car all night.
Yeah, you need a sign, not dumb, just YouTuber, and
Yeah.
call it a day, right?
Yeah, I have a few stunts planned. We'll see if they work out or not. But
Stunts. This ought to be good.
it'll be fun. But they may
Slicey's stunting.
Yeah. But I know a lot of people ask everyone who's in California, you are not currently aflame.
No, not at the moment. Well, no, I think I'm okay. I don't appear to be on fire at the moment. I do have alcohol nearby, and that is an accelerant. But if that changes, I'll let you know. No, at the moment, San Diego, we had a pretty good one going at one point in time, but it seems to have calmed down a little bit. And yeah, luckily we're okay down this neck of the woods. But yeah, and you're not currently in the middle of a riot. It doesn't look like.
No, there was a little bit of one last night, but
okay.
They've devolved back into just protests again.
As long as it's just a little bit of one, right? Not a huge amount of riot. It put something more interesting on the screen.
The cops.
Yeah, okay.
That's good.
That's good at least.
Yeah, but everybody's calmed down on both sides. So yeah,
good.
Yeah, my city is in a bit of a turmoil. Our mayor just got indicted on 3 counts of federal charges yesterday as well. So that's
and still the mayor.
Still the mayor at the moment.
Oh, okay, excellent. That's bold.
Lovely place.
Right.
So
yeah,
I'm just going to ask one style interview question, and then we'll devolve into our usual debauchery that we talk about. So how did this happen?
Well, first you got in a car. I mean, what do you mean by this?
How did Nick Shabazz happen? What is his origin story?
His origin story is entirely accidental. Basically, I was about to sell the Slicey Bowie. I knew this was a dumb idea, but I didn't want to back out of the sale. It was one of those things like, oh, you bought it? Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to, but I want because I was I was in a place that had a 3-inch law. I was like, oh, I'm never going to carry it.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, well, I type too much already. I'm tired of freaking typing. I don't want to write up reviews on Blade Forum. So why don't I just put something? I'll just upload something on YouTube. And so I just made an account randomly, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, here we go. And so I filmed like 4 videos first day, and one was Slicey Bowie, Prometheus Alpha, Pen, a couple others. I forget exactly what it was. And I just like hauled out a cutting board, put it on top of a filing cabinet, raised my desk up so you could see down onto it. And then I made those videos, and then people started watching and commenting on them. And then I made a couple more like, okay, well, I got some other gear. And then it sort of became this thing where like, holy crap, people are watching. Is this a justification to buy more gear? And then that's kind of where it went from there. And then it's just snowballed until this thing here. So in true Bob Ross tradition, this whole thing is a happy little accident. So yeah, that's about where I would put my that's about where I'd put things.
And now you're like the big dog.
I guess just for lack of better dogs, I suppose, or at least more popular ones.
Yeah, I mean, there are some channels that review this kind of stuff that are larger, but they're not.
Oh, sure, yeah,
the same genre as like you and I would say.
Yeah, you get your Wrangler stars. And frankly, if I had tactical anything in my name or prep in my name, I would be doing way better, right? I could be talking about, meals that are going to be surviving a nuclear apocalypse and cutting them open with my fancy ass pocket knives. Like I could do better, or, which knife is the best one to strap to a gun at 50,000 more views. But, yeah, I'm not quite badass enough. Like, oh, I'm going to review the Ferrum Forge Stinger while jumping out of a helicopter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's why I don't do that stuff, too. I can't even remotely pretend that I'm tough enough to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm losing out on the badass market some, but that's okay. I get the Batman market.
Yeah.
Market. Yeah, that wasn't good. But yeah, that's how this accident began, and then it's just kind of become a thing where every few days I look down and like, really, is this my life?
Yeah,
and then my wife is even more like, what the hell?
I know the feeling. I mean, I did it before with recumbent bikes.
Yeah,
and that's how I got into this. Was my dog bit my hand, and I couldn't write, I couldn't type. But my hands still worked good enough to shoot videos. And I was just getting into knives, and I was watching like you and Birdshot and like Gideon's Tactical. I used to watch a lot. And and I just kind of thought, not in an arrogant way, but I thought I could probably do that.
Oh, you could do better than me. That's for that, I'm sure. But that's a low bar to clear, Slicey. I don't more than that.
You're still Papa Nick to me. So even though I'm older than you, but still.
Yeah, well, hey, whatever.
But I just drove down to Best Buy and bought like a crappy, little one of those bendy mounts, and set my phone up and shot a couple videos, and it went pretty well. And then I was into November, December, where the bike industry is shut down anyway, and I had nothing else to do. And I think by the end of the year, I had like 1,000 subs, and I'm like, well, maybe this is a thing.
Yeah.
And I've always had and I think you've done the same thing with your channel. I have a nasty habit of turning hobbies into jobs.
Yep.
And I think there's like you and me and Metal Complex and a few other channels that really it's a job. And I think we treat
it's kind of gotten there. Yeah.
And I think you have to treat it like that to be successful. And it's a job that I love. It's fantastic. But, I record videos when I don't want to. And stuff like that. And I review stuff that I'm not excited about, but I know people want to see.
It's funny, actually, thinking about this. This is apropos. I've been thinking about this a lot myself lately, and stuff that I don't really want to review. I've been actually trying to make a bit of a change in my channel, just in that I've got less time than ever, really. And, I've been trying to figure out, how I want to make this sustainable for me to keep doing it in the long term and I don't want to say remain sane, because that's kind of presuming that I'm sane, and I can't sell that.
Remain enthusiastic.
There we go. That's a good way to put it. And so, I've been I've actually been going the direction of like, if I don't really want to review it, if I don't think it's going to be amazing, I really don't want to take the look. And so I've been doing a lot more send things back home, but that's kind of a privilege I think I've got as a little bit of a bigger channel, which, it's like, I can just I can afford a little bit better to be the gem hunter, so to speak, to look for the best of the best. Whereas as you're getting started, that's not really something you can do. It's like, do I have something to review right now? By God, I'm going to review it.
Yeah.
As opposed to, if I wanted to turn on the tap, I could have any number of people, or I could just be buying a bunch of crap on Blade HQ every day. And so, it's a tricky, it's hard to navigate, right? How to make sure that it doesn't become a chore audibly, right?
I try and focus on stuff that I think I'm going to like, but, sometimes I'll go chase clicks. You have to, like,
oh yeah, of course.
If it's a new Spyderco or a new Cold Steel, I got to review it because it's going to get clicks. But, The things that bothers me, I don't mind doing reviews of stuff that I hate, and I don't mind doing reviews of stuff that I really like. It's the in between that's just like it's like
Yep.
meh. It's like I just
Yeah.
get motivated, to do it. And
Yeah, the right down the middle. Like, oof.
or something
Okay,
that's
what
been
am I even going to
reviewed,
say about this?
or something that's been reviewed to death. Like that's why I do those rapid fire reviews now, where I do like 4 or 5 at once.
That's brilliant, I got to
Because
say.
it's stuff that it may be really good, but it's something I'm not personally super passionate about. And then stuff that's been reviewed to death, but I want to put my 2 cents in on it. And
Oh, come on. I'm waiting for your Kershaw leak review. I mean,
I did a little because I hate the leak.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah, never liked it. And
yeah.
I got another one that was like, okay, I get it, but I still don't like it. I didn't keep it.
Yeah.
I was at Walmart and Impulse bought the Walmart I still think it's funny that Walmart has Walmart exclusive Kershaws.
I
got the quote unquote Walmart exclusive Kershaw, which I think is the best looking leak. But I did a little video on it, but yeah, I'm not a leak fan. I'm just not the only assisted. I guess I like the knockout and the dividend. Those are all right. But
yeah, the dividend I like. I think that's probably my favorite Kershaw. But then again, it's relatively thin, slicey. What the hell's for me not to like, right? I might as well put my name on it, right?
Just the
yeah.
So one question I do want to ask you, and I'll share my 2 cents. And what is the most surprising knife you've reviewed this year?
Oh, the most surprising. Actually, this is perfect.
In front of us, yeah.
Yeah. Are you the same?
No, it's not. That was my most surprising. I know I'd like it, but I do have one in my pocket right now as well. So, yeah.
Nice.
But I do love the 80-20, but I kind of knew I was going to love the 80-20 because I'm more into this size knife than you are. Like,
yeah,
kind of my EDC size anyway. But no, I think, yeah, the 80-20 is just amazing though, isn't it? Before I give
it really is. And you said it's more your size. It is absolutely not mine. Right, no part of this knife should be called, and especially the titanium one. But when I fell that hard, that fast for this knife, that blew me away. I did not expect that to be just like a Bazam sort of thing. The Waypoint, Quiet Gary Waypoint, was another one that was really, and actually you're the person who kind of put that on my radar, as I recall.
Yeah, and someone else mentioned it to me, and I can't remember who it was. But
yeah.
It's just the Van X. I never experienced that, and the price wasn't too terrible, and it was nice and slim. So I thought, I'll probably like it. And then I got it, and I was like, oh my god, this thing is so nice.
Yeah, I know. I keep recommending this over some pretty big stalwarts. I just need to get their stock up,
Yeah, well, I think they're in stock like next week or something like that. I thought him, or maybe next month. I thought I saw him on.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
what was it for you?
The Spyderco Canis.
Oh yeah. That was another good one, right?
That was like, I thought it was hideous, and
yeah,
didn't
it kind of is.
And then I kind of just got one again, chasing clicks, and I love it. It's like my favorite thing they've made in a long time.
I know.
It's just a great slicey knife, and again, it's my size, and I just really enjoy it. I just think and in person it looks infinitely better than it does.
I know, right? Yeah.
And that little swedge thing doesn't affect anything when you're actually using it.
No, it's just sort of a non-issue.
People are like, oh, it's going to get, caught on stuff. It doesn't.
No, it's just good.
That's my commenter voice.
Yeah, I get that too. And I have to make this gesture whenever I'm talking about commenters because of the keyboard warriors thing.
So I know. So I came into this already with a thick skin, being a comedian and having been a writer. More importantly, a writer on the internet for 20 years. And
I can see that.
Used to people talking crap. Did that really freak you out at first? Did it take you a long time to grow that thick skin and just ignore that?
No, I had my thick skin from elsewhere too, so that made it a little bit easier, right? And the other thing to remember is, like, there were different, you know this too, there were different levels of, like, what hurts is when they've got a point, right?
Yeah.
Like, very, very rarely, like, if somebody just calls me some random slur or another, like, okay, fine, have fun with it, enjoy your band, adios. But, the folks who are, like, accurate and mean, that's where it starts to hurt a little bit more, right? But
Yeah,
at the
it's true.
same time, that shows me it's an area I got to grow a little bit, right? I got to improve. So
Yeah,
I try not to take it to heart, but when it gets under my skin, that's a pretty good sign that there's something I need to worry about there, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How about you? I mean,
No,
how
I
much
mean,
has that been?
I mean, I'm annoyed when they're not creative.
Yeah,
Like
I know, right?
if it's funny, I mean, our you and I and a bunch of others, we share them with each other. Like when
Yeah.
they're funny, crap comments. We'll share them with each other and be like, that was pretty good. I do have to admit, like that was pretty
Little
solid.
bitch hands. Just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
That
that was
spawned
great.
just a random hater, but it spawned a movement.
Yeah,
So yeah,
the movement.
this is the kind of movement, mind you, but it's a movement.
Little bit jazz hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Uh,
no, I like it. I just get annoying when they're not creative or if they, yeah, if it's just like a personal jab that has nothing to do with the content of the video.
yeah.
But it's still, I don't lose any sleep over it. I mean, I'll usually
No.
reply to them and say thanks for watching, and that makes them more angry. But it's like it's better than, I've never gotten anything nearly as bad as what I hear from a drunk bachelorette party at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah,
On
yeah, I can
stage.
see
So
that.
it doesn't really bother me. Bachelorette parties, by the way, are the worst.
Oh,
They're
interesting. That
horrible. I would take 4 bachelor parties to 1 bachelorette party. As far as
interesting.
hecklers go, yeah, heck no, bachelorette party hecklers are awful.
I need to find a way to get bachelorette parties watching your channel.
Yeah, that would be. I don't think we cross over much. Although I do have 6% female viewership, which I'm quite proud of.
That's wait, really?
Yeah, I checked.
6%. Holy crap.
I think it's the beard. I think that's what.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we all know you're a sex icon among this in this community.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, maybe that's what it is. They're just all the men want to be you, all the women want you. You know?
That's what I prefer to believe.
Yeah, and in my case, all the women think, "Oh, wow, I can relate to that hand size."
Yeah. I wonder if he has tiny pockets too, like I do.
No. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, actually. Oh man,
You can reach down to your elbow to get stuff out of your pockets.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like a horse doctor, that kind of thing, right? Anyways, back at the
That's a
ranch.
visual I did not need.
Actually, not back at the ranch. Back far away from the ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, Dicey.
Did you make your Blade Show reservations, or are you gonna hold out for a bit?
No, God,
I'm holding out for a bit. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that that's going to be a wise idea for a variety of reasons. I really hope it will be. For the love of all things holy, I'm going to go a little crazy if we don't have any shows next year too.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm going to stay a little crazy again. I should be.
I'm a little optimistic. I mean, I bought refundable plane tickets to go to Germany in March for that, whatever that big show over there. I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh, IWA?
IWC?
Yeah.
And that's just because I want to go back to Germany and see my friends because I couldn't go this year because I usually go every year. But yeah, this is a different part of Germany than I normally go to. But you need to fly over there. I'm getting off topic. When you fly over there, it's cheaper to fly in on a Tuesday and out on a Tuesday than it is to fly in, if it's a weekend show thing.
Oh, weird.
So you get a couple extra days for basically.
Yeah, why not, right?
Because the plane tickets are literally half price if you fly in on a Tuesday and out on a Tuesday. So you basically get a free week in Germany. So
I can't argue with that.
I go back home and see friends and stuff. So
nice. Yeah, I support that. Yeah, I haven't bought the tickets yet. I kind of want to, but I also am like,
yeah.
I don't even know if I want to be at the pit area, like at that hotel.
Yeah, I'll drive down there, so I don't need to buy plane tickets. But
that's easier.
Yeah, and I don't want to make the hotel reservation because I don't want to pay in advance. So I mean, I found a hotel like a month out last year, and it was fine. I was 4 minutes away. It's Atlanta. They have the hotel capacity.
Yeah, exactly. And you take a freaking Uber, you call it a night, right? It's easy.
Yeah.
So I hope it is.
I obviously don't mind spending time in my vehicle, so I like It's like an 18-hour drive, but I don't know. I just kind of enjoy it. So
Yeah. There's something to be said for road trip. It's a little onerous coming from the California, right? But
yeah, that's multiple days. Yeah.
oh, and while we're complaining about random things, is San Diego, wonderful place, right? Shitty airport, nice airport, like in terms of, but we have one single runway for what is the second biggest city in the goddamn state.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because we're completely out of space, right? This airport is already like reclaimed from the ocean.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is because the flight path goes right in through like downtown San Diego, like you damn near hit a parking garage coming in there. They can't fly in or out from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m.
We're that way here. Yeah, ours is.
Okay,
yeah, I think we have the same way here because I know I got stuck in New York City once because the plane wasn't going to be able to land by 11.
Yeah. And so it's like trying to get to Eastern time on like an evening is not a thing anymore. So I end up doing these weird, like last time for Blade Show, I think I flew out at like 7 p.m. and landed at like 2 a.m. in freaking Atlanta. And, you know, it's like at that point, you don't even check into a hotel.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Because, we met for breakfast that morning and you were exhausted.
Yeah, I was not. And then you go and do the show for 8 hours or something like that, which is its whole affair, right?
Yeah, but, you know, yeah, I'm not panicking. I think it's going to happen. I think we'll be able to have it by then, but
I hope so.
I don't know. Isn't the California Custom Knife Show happening like this weekend?
Yeah, no, it's October. Oh crap, it's not this weekend. I think it may be the next one, or maybe I missed it already. Either way, it's going to be a thing, apparently. I think it's the 20th or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be a hard pass for me right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, it's outdoors, but it's also a lot of Rona around here everywhere. I just, nah.
So you got knives out there. We should probably talk about knives. So which concepts are those? Because I believe I have one of them.
So this is the Sprite, I think it is, and this is the Gremlin.
The Gremlin.
These are both shockingly good.
Yeah, the Gremlin is outstanding.
Yeah, it really is. And I feel like they've got the actions nailed down. They're doing pretty good work here. And then the the Sprite is just a bigger version, right? It's just the slightly more full-size, less little bitch hand-friendly version. Yeah. But they're both excellent ergonomically speaking. This was one of Concept's first things they announced, and now it's finally made it to production, and it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. And mine's the same, but black titanium.
Oh, nice.
Titanium. So it's just all black with some carb, but it works. It works great. It's really good. I almost had it in the car with me because that was one of the videos I was gonna do, but I decided on another one instead. But and then I see you mentioned the Stinger. How do you like that?
Yeah, Ferrum Forge Stinger. I like it. It's pretty good. It's relatively thin, slicey, nice little blade, good ergonomics. It feels like a Ferrum Forge, but the price is right, certainly. And Nitro V is a steel that does pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with it.
Yeah, you don't see Nitro V very much on folding knives.
No, not really. I think Mastrop Perpetua was really the only other one I can think of.
Me too. There. I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head either. But
yeah.
And then you got the Fancy Pants Malibu.
Yeah, I got the Fancy Pants Malibu, which I just actually got back. It was originally blue, but it was like a really bright blue with a really dark blade. And, you know, I posted this on Instagram, and like half the people were like, oh my God, that's better than the other half. What did you do, you monster?
I think it looks great.
Yeah, I do too. I'm pretty
psyched
about it.
Too, or?
No, blade is exactly as it was.
Okay, yeah. I didn't think so.
Yeah, the only other thing they did, this was EDC Gearhouse / Way of Knife in Michigan. Yeah. They also dyed the backspacer, which inexplicably was like OD tan or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I didn't get, or OD green, I think. But anyways, it was, I think this just looks awesome, and it's still an awesome knife. The Malibu is another one that really shouldn't have surprised me, but kind of did, right?
No, the Malibu I fully expected to be just as good as it was.
I don't know. Maybe my problem is the first version, the drop point version, just wasn't as I don't know. It wasn't as amazing, like looks wise to me.
That's what I have, and I like it.
Well, la-ti-da. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah, the reverse tanto, at least for me, is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, both of these are amazing, at least to me.
Yeah,
but both of these are just amazing.
I couldn't decide which one to get. They asked me, and I just said whichever one's arriving first.
Nice.
And then mine is the second production sample. It's the second production one that came off the line.
Oh, wow. La-ti-da.
Yeah, they hooked me up, but probably because I'd bought like 4 knives from them the week before. So,
well, that'll do. And they're nice people. Protect.
they're great.
I have to say.
Yeah, every single one of them is just excellent to deal with. And Dave has such a good story, and he's so
Yeah, he does.
the happiest guy.
The happiest guy, but he's also, I like Dave a lot. It's a good group of people.
I interviewed him for the Knives Illustrated podcast, and I asked him, that was one of my questions. I said, do you ever not smile? And he was like, oh, sometimes when I'm doing paperwork or whatever, but I try to make sure I only not smile at home.
That sounds about like him. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I'll let you go. I really appreciate you taking some time to keep me company in my truck. So
yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be here, and enjoy the bucket seats or bench seats. What are we talking?
Bench seat, thank God.
Okay,
I have to sleep in it, and it's
I was gonna say
it's a regular cab, so there's no leaning the seat back. But,
not even a crew cab, not even your jump seats in the back there.
Nope. This is just a standard regular cab.
Oh, Dicey, yeah.
It's a street truck. It's
a street truck.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing, Nick.
Tell me you've got a lowrider suspension at least, so you can lean back.
I haven't lowered it yet, but I'm gonna lower it.
Okay.
No, it's a 400 horsepower, roughly, rear-wheel drive.
Oh, crap.
So
all right,
just 2-wheel drive. It's I did learn though in the rain, it's interesting.
Rear-wheel drive in the rain is a skill, and the snow is going to be even more fun, right?
I've grew up with rear-wheel drive in the snow. I'm not really worried about it. You throw a bunch of weight. You throw a bunch of weight in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Put snow tires on it, it'll be fine. But no, in the rain, it's the painted crosswalks.
Hey, yeah. You're gonna have some fun with those.
It just steps out a second, and it composure, but.
The back wheels come back to you sooner or later.
Eventually,
right?
Yeah. Hopefully, just not in somebody's living room before that. But
well, details, right?
Yeah. But thanks again, and have a good one. And
hey, you too.
I'm sure I'll be talking to you on the Instagrams later, as we always.
Yeah, no problem at all.
All right. Have a good one.
Wonderful rest of your day.
Right, thanks.
Bye now.